Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 8.30. It is third question. The chapter which we are related with is material inventory system. As you know, under cost and management accounting, we do deal with three main factors: material, labor, and factory overhead. Several chapters we have understood regarding FOH, and last chapter we have done was for labor costing and labor working. And though we have already seen several chapters regarding material as well, hopefully you remember that we have solved LIFO, FIFO, and average methods with which we have controlled our material inventory systems. So in whole cost and management accounting, there are only three main elements which are involved, and let me write these three. So you will be learning how to control your material, then you will be understanding labor costing, and then finally factory overheads. So these are three main elements and main factors cost and management accounting which is related with. And I have already told you that labor costing is almost completed, factory overhead chapters are completed, and material chapters are also completed, but there are several unlimited factors which are associated with these three elements. There is no the end for the knowledge and skill. So yet another way of controlling cost of material is in front of you. We have already solved two questions where we have seen four major elements related to material costing. And let me remind you that these four factors, the very first thing which we have seen was ordering point. It is also called ordering level. And then we have seen maximum consumption, maximum requirement, or maximum level. Then we have seen minimum level or minimum requirement, minimum level, and finally we have seen danger level. So these are actually four elements which are involved, and actually we were supposed to write them over here. System is little slow, and that's the reason. Okay, I'll have to write it again. Minimum level and then finally we have seen the danger level. Under these factors we have learned about how to calculate maximum, how to calculate minimum, and how to calculate ordering level, how to calculate danger level. So these are four factors which is associated with material inventory system. And as you know, we have seen their formulas as well. For ordering point, we need to have maximum consumption. Though there are several other words are present which can be replaced with this maximum consumption, and then we need to have lead time. For maximum level, we need to have ordering level, which we have already calculated, and then we need to subtract minimum consumption. It would be multiplied with lead time, and finally we will add economic order quantity. So in this way our third formula is about to complete. And then we have our minimum level where again we need ordering level, which we have already calculated at first stage, and you need to subtract your average requirement, and finally you will multiply it with your lead time. So in this way, minimum level would be completed, and then we have our danger level where we need average requirement, and it would be multiplied with time required. Actually little longer formula, it would be time required for emergency supply. So guys, these were the formulas which we have understood, and now we will be solving them according to question requirement. Sometimes all four factors would be required to calculate, and sometimes we need to calculate fewer. So it depends upon the question, and we will follow the requirements given in the question. Okay, kindly keep it in mind. Ordering level means how many number of units we should order so that our level of production, process of production should not be stopped. Maximum level means you have your store, you have your go downs, how much capacity you have. So we will considering these requirements and factors upon which we will decide how many maximum units should be present in our factory, because sometimes if you will store your raw material units more than that of your level, obviously it would again be unfavorable for you. And then we have minimum level, a level after which your level of production can be suffered, your process of production can be suffered. So in this way, minimum amount or minimum number of units which should be present at our go down we can calculate in this way here. And then the danger level, if we will not follow minimum level, what will happen? Units would be decreased and they will be reached at that stage which will be dangerous, which would be extremely unfavorable for any organization. Look, since we are directly associated with cost and management accounting, which deals with raw material, labor and FH, and raw material, for we are now learning what level of number of units if we will reach, that would be considered as danger level. Means if you will not follow, if you will not take any steps at this level, your production can be halted and your production can be stopped, your process can be stopped. Obviously if your process of production for any manufacturing concern has been stopped, it means your business has been stopped and you are going to face extreme conditions of losses. So hopefully you have understood the phenomena which has been used, and from here you will be able to learn about various factors related to production. So first factor which we are going to calculate is your ordering level. For ordering level, what we need is maximum consumption. Let's go back to the question, and you can see that maximum requirement is present over here. One very important factor which you should have in your mind is the very first step. You will go and see the time required to receipt. This is your lead time. Please note it down. Time required to receipt, it is lead time, and it is given in the days. While all of your requirement is also given in terms of days, daily, daily, daily. Average is also given in days, maximum given in days, minimum given in days, and your time is also given in days. So it is humble request, please make your mind that these two factors should be matched with each other. If your time is given in terms of days, your requirement or consumption maximum or minimum or average, it should also be in terms of days. Let's say if here instead of daily, if it would have written average monthly requirement, I'm just giving you an example, average monthly requirement, while time required for the receipt was given in terms of days. So here time was given in days and requirement or units were given in terms of monthly. requirements. So obviously these two factors would not have matched. So you were supposed to change it. But right now it's little easy, it's little simple and very direct because everything is matched with each other. There are two factors, units and time. Time is given in terms of days and requirement is given in terms of days. So both are matched. We don't have to change anything. We don't have to alter anything. We can directly post. For ordering level, we need maximum daily requirement and that is 30. So you can put 30 as your maximum requirement. We are following this formula. Maximum consumption or requirement 30 units and you need to multiply units and you need now to write lead time, and lead time is given in your question, time required to receive. This is your lead time, 40 to 50 days. There are two timings given, and since we are using maximum daily requirement, for maximum we will use maximum time, for minimum requirement we will use minimum time, for average requirement we will use average time. So obviously if there are two timings given over here, so what would be considered as your maximum time, and that is 50. 40 would be considered as minimum time, 50 would be considered as maximum time. Two timings are given and we are using maximum daily requirement for calculation of ordering point. So we will use 50 days as your lead time. I'm very sure that you are understanding the logic behind it. We were using maximum consumption, that is why we have used maximum number of days. Here you will be putting in a different way where you need minimum consumption. For minimum consumption you will need to put minimum time. Alright, our formula has been completed and now we can calculate it by putting it on calculator. So 30 multiplied by 50. So in this way you have calculated your answer. This is your ordering level. All right. So as it has been completed, let's mark it as our completed answer 1500. Okay, let's see what answer is given. A point was ordering level and you have your answer 1500 units. Next requirement is minimum. Here we have our minimum requirement. For this we need to put ordering level, and you can see ordering level has already been calculated. Its answer was 1500. So directly you can put 1500. Please follow this formula. Then you need to put minus bracket start and then average requirement. For this, go to your question. The first element given over here is average daily requirement, which is 20 units. So put over here 20 units, and then in formula you need to put multiply lead time. Now please note it down, we are with average requirement, and obviously the time which we will be putting over here should also be average time. And for that, in previous questions we have already learned how to calculate average time. For this you will see maximum time and then you will add minimum time and you will divide it with 2, with which you will calculate your average time. Maximum time is given in your question, minimum time is given in your question, and let's see what was that. Here you can see 40 and 50, minimum and maximum. So here you can directly calculate. Okay, actually we need one more line, so let's make one more line. For 40 is your 50 is your maximum time, add minimum time which is 40, close your bracket and divide it with 2, with which you can calculate your average time. So guys, we have completed our statement and now we are going to calculate it, and what we will do, 50 plus 40 divided by 2. So in this way, average time has been calculated. Look, it was very simple. I can calculate it verbally without noting it down, but it would not be in your favor. So that is why I have written it for complete and comprehensive understanding. So that is why little more time, that doesn't matter, but your understanding is more important. Lead time we have calculated 45. Now keep it in your mind. It was average requirement. Obviously we needed to put average time, and average time we have calculated by putting this formula, maximum time plus minimum time divided by 2. So 45 we are openly be putting over here. Formula is completed. Now we are putting it on our calculator. 1500 minus bracket open 20 multiply by 45. So here you have got your answer 600. Second requirement was minimum limit, and second requirement 600 unit answer, and you have got your answer 600. So it has been completed. Let's mark it as it has been completed. So two requirements are completed. Let's go back and see. Next requirement is maximum limit. So here at number 3 we have maximum requirement or maximum level. For that you need to put ordering level. Ordering level has already been calculated, and that is 1500. You need to subtract, start your bracket. Please follow this formula. And then you need minimum consumption. Go back to the question and you can see minimum daily requirement is given over here, which is 10. So you can put here 10, and according to formula we need to put multiply with what? Lead time. And again you will have to be careful. Lead time is directly associated with its cofactor, and cofactor is minimum consumption. So we do have two timings, 40 and 50. And as we are putting minimum daily requirement, we would be related with minimum time, and that is 40. So you will put 40 over here as your minimum requirement. Then please follow this formula. We need to put add, and what next is economic order quantity. What it is, we will discuss it in next chapter. There is complete and comprehensive understanding for economic order quantity. Several formulas will be used to calculate its mark. But right now, in all of the question, this economic order quantity would be given. So there is no botheration in your paper, in your exam. This amount would be given automatically. So you will directly be calculating it. Economic order quantity 1000 number of unit. Answer is already present. So just put economic order quantity as 1000 over here. Alright guys, and formula is completed. Now we can put it on our calculator. 1500. Please look at this statement, and we are turning it into calculation. 10 multiply by 40 bracket closed, and then you will add 1000. Okay, it may be possible you can calculate in normal manual way, where you will solve this bracket first and then 1500 minus answer of this bracket and plus 1000. Instead of doing that, please learn how to write this whole statement once in the calculator. No matter how simple calculator you have, all calculators can calculate this statement at once. So instead of taking several steps, you can put whole statement once in your calculator and you will get the answer. So we have 2100, and this was your third part, C part, maximum requirement 2100 unit. We have got our answer. So let's mark it as it has been completed. And finally there is fourth requirement as well, though it's first time we are calculating danger level. Formula we have already written. Average requirement is needed, and then time required for emergency supply. Let's go back to the question and see how much average requirement is. Look at here, the first point given over here is average requirement. Number of units are 20. Just simply put 20, follow the formula. Here is your formula, and now you need time required for emergency supply. And please understand it that this time was the lead time. Time required for the receipt, this was your lead time, normal time you can understand. But here separately it has been mentioned time to get emergency supply, which is 5 days. And for danger level, our formula requires time required for emergency supply. So instead, what is this? So average requirement was 20, and you need to put time required for emergency supply, and that is 5. So just put 5 over here. In this way, your danger level has been completed. And now put it on calculator. 20 multiplied by 5, we have 100. And last part was danger limit, and it is 100 units. So we have calculated our fourth statement as well. And let's review all of the answer. We have ordering level 1500, ordering level 1500, and then you have minimum level 600, minimum level 600. Then you have calculated your maximum level 2100, maximum level 2100, and finally you have calculated danger level, which was 100, danger level 100. It means our review of the question has also been completed. Okay, please note it down what we have done over here. Zooming off, four answers you have calculated: 1500, 2100, 600 and 100, and four answers were reviewed as well. Question number 3 was having this much inputs, and we have completed it. And I'm sure that you have enjoyed this lecture and you have understood what was needed to be in your mind. And at this stage, I'm humbly requesting you to please repeat this question for 3 to 4 times so that your understanding can be stronger and stronger. 8.30 has been completed. If you have any doubt, if you have any problem, if you have any question, you are very open to ask your queries through messages, text, or you can directly meet as well to put your queries. I will surely be answering them instantly, inshallah. 8.30 is completed. Surely we will be meeting for solution of any other question in future as well. Up till then, please take care of yourself, and I am requesting, please excuse me. I am requesting you to please pray for me as well. Thank you very much for your time. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.